Hello everyone on YouTube, this is Splish Roger, hope you're having a beautiful day and welcome to part 2 when it comes to how to become a better sniper in Black Ops Cold War, or actually any shooter game to be honest, because it's quite basic things that has to be learned and practiced in order to get better. In part 1, I'm putting up a card here, you can check out how I give you some tools, ideas and tips how to improve your aim, which is of course an essential part of being a good FPS gamer. In this part 2, we'll talk about movement and also placement, which goes into each other, if you understand what I'm saying, which is quite often overseen and not so much talked about. And I thought about how can I describe, how can I make you understand. I therefore decided to do a kind of post commentary that hopefully will give you some insight, inspiration, and also explain and give you an idea how you also can improve when you're moving on the maps and what kind of routes you're taking. Most maps in Black Ops Cold War has a somewhat traditional Call of Duty design, meaning, simply explained at least, a left route, a mid route, and a right route. Of course this differs, but let's keep that for now. And I'm going on the left one. I see the enemy. I don't shoot at first because I know there's one more. I take out the first one and kill the second one, and immediately I go into cover. I know they're gonna push and I fall back, I reload, and I'm back into the scope a bit. Eventually there will come more enemies, and I watch the minimap, I listen in, so I also advise you to get some good headphones if you don't have them. They can be a life changer, actually saving your life in the game. And in this game the footsteps are quite clear compared to, for example, Modern Warfare, so take advantage of that. That's what I'm doing here. I'm still holding this position, and as you see I'm getting a good streak. But I start to listen in, and when they're not coming here, I hear that they are above me and probably gonna try to flank my teammates. Exactly, the footsteps are there, I turn around and I get 2 easy kills defending the objective at the same time. And that also is in combination with awareness. I would say awareness is also very important in combination with movement and the placement. Here we are, of course, on Raid, a classic BO2 map. Oh, sorry, some teabagging, he was kind of bothering me before. This is a good spot. Also use the environment to your advantage, meaning cover. You see I move from cover to cover, taking out the enemies, and also awareness. See that this guy is trying to cap B, but nope, not today. I'm just trying to hold this spot for my team, and eventually you will get flanked, so you have to be aware of that, or at least teammates have to be aware of that. Still on the same map, Raid, going this left path from C. This is what I talked about. You can get easy kills through the window of the van, and if you miss a shot, try to move around, find another angle, and maybe your enemy, in this case at least, gets confused or misses his shot, so you get your kill. And I know that they're spawning back at C, so I'm holding this position, and of course on this lane they often show up, and they did it and I got my kill. Now being a bit more offensive, because I am pretty sure that this guy wants revenge coming after me, and guess who's here? Hello, hello. So what do we learn from this? Well, once again, awareness. Check the minimap, the HUD, and also of course listen carefully, listen to the footsteps. So we're leaving Raid and getting into Satellite, and this is another example of me doing some good positioning, if I might say so, and also taking decisions when to take the shot or not. It's coming soon. Right now I'm just being very aware of my environment and what's happening around me, and as you see I get some pretty nice shots and kills. I go back, I go forth, and I take the shot, and there I missed, so I don't push. I go back so I regain my health, and I'm therefore more fit to get back into the fight again and hopefully win. One way of actually achieving this more and to learn it better is to know the map. So map knowledge also comes into this, and maybe you want to take your time, especially if you're new to the game, to go into an empty private match and just check out the maps, and therefore get a kind of good knowing how the map is designed and how you can move. As for here, I kind of predict that they will come this way. If you play long enough, you start to make those kind of decisions to your favor. Also going in the outskirts of the map is pretty good for 2 reasons. You can take out enemies threatening yourself and your team by doing that, but also aim into the map and getting good kills from that angle. Even on a small map like here, Nuketown, I try to go on the side most of the time, use the cover, meaning the bus and the trailer here, and also get the kill from the mid. They often come through that house, the A house in this case, and the sides. Then focus on the objective. I missed some shots here, but eventually I get that enemy, and I've done my job so far. Here, playing on the bigger map called Pine Mall, which is one of the new ones, I take out this guy. I don't see him on the minimap. I think it's he's using Ghost. I go back because I know that they're usually spawning on that side, and there's a guy there, and I missed the shot, so I once again bail out, heal, and then go back to see if he's still there, and he's kind of occupied shooting at my teammate, so I get him eventually. So multitasking is a huge thing. This is another example where I use my kind of awareness, checking the minimap, and get 2 easy kills from the back when I'm actually just going around them. But I do understand also that the objective is far away and the enemy has it, so I take a position where I can't be shot from my left side. Got some kind of cover going down and scoping in again to be able to take out the next enemy. And going backwards so I don't expose myself too much when taking the reload. It's actually those kind of small decisions when moving around on the map that can definitely be a kind of difference between life and death. Here, when I missed the shot, and I actually do that again, sorry, I use the stun, I take out the guy with my pistol and immediately fall back into cover, reloading as I'm listening and watching the map. Look at that, who's coming here? Hello and goodbye. So when it comes to movement, and this is especially if you're quite new and not that confident as a sniper, I would highly recommend you to, when you start off a game, it doesn't really matter what kind of game mode you play, try to move on the side of the map. Again, you get some protection, meaning one side of you is probably the outskirts of the map and there will be no one there spawning at least. And also when it comes to placement, try to use the environment to your advantage, meaning coverage. You have a lot of things to choose from. I'm not saying that you should just barricade yourself in a building. I don't think that's a good way to actually develop as a gamer overall, and I'm mainly thinking about camping. Tactical gameplay or positioning definitely, but there's a kind of thin line between doing that and camping, and as I said, I think it's better for you if you try to move around the map, get to know the map, and also challenge yourself in order to become a better player, and in this case a sniper. As you probably understood by now or even before, a lot of these things that I've just tried to show you and also been talking about comes with, you know, experience. Playing game or end games over and over again. But do remember that there's a difference of just playing and not really thinking about it than to actually pay attention to what's happening. And maybe if there also find things that you might do good or things that you can also improve. That goes for me because I live by the saying that you can always become better. Doesn't really matter what you do in life. In all areas you can just, you know, improve yourself and therefore also have more fun doing so. It could be video games, music, or something else. With that said, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I hope to see you soon. This is some wacky moments at the end. Talk to you soon. Later.